All right, welcome everybody to the Paddle and Fin podcast live at Icast, and we have our very first guest, one of my closest friends in the industry. I have used this platform ever since it's pretty much started, and being a part of it and seeing it grow, I'd like to introduce everybody to Mr. Dwayne Wallley from TourneyX.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me today.
It's good to have you, brother.
You know, when I got that message from you the other day, I was like, me? You want me to come by?
Yeah, we want you to come by. I mean, this is you know you've been a part of the industry and kind of the growth of where the kayak sport is and how it's continuing to grow and things moving forward. It's always great to have your friends in the industry that you're here. I mean, haven't been here in a while.
6 years.
Yeah.
6
so
years.
I mean, the last time I think you were here when I was here. I was still with Heroes on the Water at the time, and so that was quite some time ago.
Right. You know, you were talking about the company TourneyX and how everything is. You know how the growth is happening. Man, we can only grow because of what the anglers push us to be.
Right.
The anglers. We were talking about this yesterday with a couple of friends. They were like, you know, you guys are growing like crazy. Well, the anglers depict what we do. Yeah. It's not me, and it's not the directors. The directors do play a vital part in it, but because they're that between us and the anglers, what have you. But the anglers, when they tend to want something, they reach out and they'll say, hey, we'd like to have X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
And so it's on us to accommodate that and make the changes as we can.
And going forward, you've got a lot of growth getting ready to happen. Icast is always a year where you get to kind of cast some vision, see some things that are coming down the pipe. He can't divulge too much information because it's still sensitive, but they've got some things going on with TourneyX.
Yeah. Before 9 o'clock yesterday morning, I already heard there's like 2 or 3 new series that are coming on board on TourneyX, which is one in particular that's going to be a different format, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a vision of one of our anglers, and
cool.
So we'll see how that turns out. He had some ideas. We spoke about it yesterday, and we've got some changes we'll need to make on our side to accommodate that, and we're just going to as some of you know or don't know, I'm going back into surgery in 2 weeks.
Right.
I'm going to have some more surgery on my stomach, and I'll be down for a while. But I hope by that time or at that time I'll be able to work with this fellow and try to get some things going in that. But,
well, I mean, a little bit of downtime is good, so you can kind of get everything shaped around what you have for a vision.
Yeah, you know, we have some new updates coming out.
It's great.
As a matter of fact, some changes were made to the website this morning. You guys won't see it, but I'm supposed to have another update on my app this morning so I can do some more testing, and I hope that next week we can release the iOS version with the new messaging system and the new image checker and a couple of the things that we've got added. I want to do it kind of softly. I'm going to release the iOS version, and then we'll come back and release the Android version because one's a little easier to stomach than 2. Just in the event that there's a problem, we can always kind of revert changes.
Right.
So we're going to do one versus.
Yeah, and it's easier to kind of like do a little bit of a slow like fan the fire a little bit.
It's easier to digest. It really is.
I mean, and you've constantly got things working on. I mean, right now you're working on servers, getting everything kind of like up to date, up to speed, and there's a lot that goes into technology and cloud technology. And Dwayne over the years has learned a lot in an industry I don't think he really expected to learn.
You know, when we started in 2014, 2015, it's like, okay, we have one server and this and this and this, right? And then it's developing to, you know, just more every year. And things I didn't know about, things I didn't, you know, you learn this stuff as you go. We were in this morning, Jeff Sherwood and I know most of you know Jeff, he's from down in New Mexico. We were having breakfast this morning and we were talking about, you know, man, he said, I couldn't even relate to how many phone calls you must get in a weekend. And I said, Jeff, it's really astonishing to know that back in the day, in 2016, 2017, yes, there were tons of phone calls coming into me, you know, and I'm the only tech support because I know my system and I know how it works and I know how to answer those calls. So I just take care of those. So there were a lot of phone calls back in 16, 17. 18 started kind of tapering off. We started trying to get a handle on things. And these days we might get one phone call a weekend.
That's awesome.
You know, most times the directors can handle it on their side.
Right.
We're trying to put things into our app to alleviate some questions. One of the big questions is GPS, you know, locations.
Course, yeah,
that's awesome. Because people don't understand kind of how you turn it on, turn it off, or it gets turned off because of updates. So we're just putting a little small tool in there to where you can just check your picture anytime. You don't have to be in a tournament.
Nice.
You can just download the app. You can log in and you can check a picture.
Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere. And
That's
if that thing comes up with a green good button, then you can go fishing.
You can go fishing.
No questions.
It is really remarkable to see the old format of what it used to look like to what it is now, and it still have the basis, the grassroots of what TourneyX is, but of course everything evolves into an app or for your phone, so that way you can see it and use it, and it's really unique.
Generally, people don't like change.
Yeah,
we don't. Some people love it, but some people don't, and your masses, they don't like it. So what we try to do is we leave the same platform, leave the same format, and then we'll just do small changes here and there, or we'll add a page here, take a page away, add this functionality in, but keep it the same simple layout as we can. So.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about like what's kind of coming down for you down the pipe. Is something, any big events that you're looking forward to? I mean, you're getting out and fishing a little bit more.
I am. I have been. I was luckily I was angler of the year. I was actually leading the angler of the year, second place, but now with this whole surgery thing, I just decided, I can't chase it, so I've just kind of let it go. But we've got calls from other countries.
Yes,
we've got Germany the other day. We have a place on our website where you can just go in and become a director if you'd like to be, and then I actually go through and filter those out, check them, make sure they are who they say they are.
Right.
And I really had to vet this guy a couple of times. I reached out via email to make sure that he was really who he was in Germany, and he was. So it's a Predator series they're talking about starting up maybe next year.
Cool.
And so that'll be somewhere in the country of Germany. We've got several tournaments in Italy going on every year. We've had some in Sweden.
Wow.
Felix Frey over in Sweden, he runs some events over there. We've got Australia. We've got Canada. We even have Kuwait, which blew my mind.
That's amazing.
We had, and people go, "Are there fish in Kuwait?" And there really are. Wow. There's really a lot of species. This one gentleman came on board with us, and most people don't know this, but you can't gamble in Kuwait. You can't gamble with money in Kuwait.
Okay.
So, because it's gambling, and gambling's against their religion, from what I'm understanding, or some sort of
makes some sense.
So anyway, how they handle that is they basically do prizes, just prize giveaways. So they would do basically, you come in the store, he would put them on the tournament for free, and then if they win, he would give away prizes.
Well, that's very cool.
It was another twist.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool if there's an idea for any of you that's kind of thinking maybe you could team up with the shop and just get a shop event going. Hook up with Dwayne over at TourneyX and get you guys' platform set up and go out and fish for a day. Product for a shop is nothing sometimes, and if they're willing to hop on board, it could be an option for you guys to just get something started in your area.
Well, vendors like to give away stuff, right?
Yep.
And stuff equals money. And so if you get the right stuff, you can actually run an event and just,
have a great one.
Yeah,
no. As always, man, I always appreciate what you do in the industry. And I mean, I appreciate your friendship, your knowledge, and also your wisdom that you pass on to me. Dwayne and I go way back. So, we've got some phone calls where we've talked about some hard hitting issues, especially with like clubs and different things like that. Yeah. And it's awesome to be able to go through that.
The change that we've seen over the years between clubs and club leaders and club members, and oh my gosh, could we write a book?
Yeah, we could.
We'd sit down and write one nice long book.
It would be an interesting book.
It would.
I think you found your niche while you're sitting on your couch for doing nothing, man.
Well, no, I'm not I can't even spell my name sometimes. So,
well,
my wife has to proofread, man.
One of the best things is we have AI out there. You just give it a couple sentences, some words, and might be able to figure it out.
There is a cool app out there. You can just tell it what you want, and it does it for you.
There you go. I think that's what we need to do. It will make us sound a lot better, right? It will make us sound a lot better.
Absolutely.
Again, thank you very much, everybody. Please stay tuned to the show. If you need any information about TourneyX, you can go to the link inside of the broadcast in the description. Everything's there. Click the link, learn all you need to know about the app, and then if you need to, send a contact to Mr. Dwayne and tell him, hey, I saw you guys on Icast, so we can look forward to seeing what goes on out there in the tournament world and with TourneyX.
Appreciate you,
so
man.
Sit back, relax, enjoy. We've got more shows coming today, and then we will be back here shortly with another host, another guest, and another host. They're going to be in and out of here all day. So thank you very much. Again, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.